It's Saturday the 19th of August 2017 and I'm back at Harrietsham to continue walking along Pilgrims Way. I now need to walk along the path for about half a mile to join the route of Pilgrims Way. As you can see, we're on North Downs Way as well as Pilgrims Way. Another Pilgrims Way sign, and there's the wide route ahead. A few yards on from the last clip, great view opens up over to the right. Pilgrims Way runs downhill and then goes through this wooded section, which is very pleasant. We now pass this image of a monk sitting on a seat. Further on, Pilgrims Way becomes a small road. There's Pilgrims Way striding out into the distance. At this point the road swings right, but Pilgrims Way continues as a track ahead. The track rises and splendid views open up over to the right. And there's Pilgrims Way ahead. The splendid track that is Pilgrims Way. Apparently lots of trees were planted along the path in the year 2000, and now Pilgrims Way becomes a road again. After a short distance along the road we bear left along this track of Pilgrims Way, and it's still North Downs Way, and there is the track ahead. To the left of the path there's a view of the Lenham Cross War Memorial. There's this North Downs Way mileage marker just to the left of the path near where the view of the Lenham Cross is. There's the track now that's Pilgrims Way. Good views over to the right. Further on, Pilgrims Way becomes wooded. Unfortunately, we have to rejoin a road again at this point. Way and North Downs Way leave the road off to the right along this track. Once again, the track is wooded. We come to this road, turn right for a few yards, and then Pilgrims Way continues down there. Surprise, surprise, Pilgrims Way is wooded again. Through a gap on the right there are these fabulous views. And there's the track. The track is now open with these great views to the right. Further on the path is tree lined and runs downhill. It's turning very windy. Lovely wide sweeping view ahead. the continuing path of Pilgrims Way. There's a lot of noise from the busy A20 main road over to the right. Now at Hart Hill, we turn right along this road for a short distance, and the path then continues to the left. I've now turned left along the continuing path of Pilgrims Way and still North Downs Way at this point. There are views over to the left from this track. We're now approaching the village of Charing, and the Pilgrims Way is very wide and stony at this point, but there's great landscapes over to the left. Now heading downhill towards a road on the outskirts of Charing. Now at this main road on the outskirts of Charing, we turn left along it for a short distance, and then we turn right along a small road. Now turning right off the main road along this small road. Continuing along the road that is Pilgrims Way with good views ahead. Pilgrims Way winds away from Charing. After a couple of bends, Pilgrims Way has now become a woodland track. Some distance on from the last clip and the track is still wooded. There's been a heavy shower of rain, but the woodland sheltered me, but I do have my waterproof in case. Through a gap you can see got a good view over to the right at times. The track now has thick woodland on both sides. We now join this small road and keep ahead. Weather's brightened up, as you can see. There's the confirmation, we're on Pilgrims Way. Now the road is going downhill. At this T-junction at Dunn Street, Pilgrims Way continues to cross this stile and go across Eastwell Park. From the stile, the path turns left to follow the road for a few yards, then turns right across Eastwell Park with great views all around. The path continues with a tall crop on the left and trees on the right. Still on Pilgrims Way and North Downs Way. Path's quite wet in places, as you can see, and it rises ahead, still with tremendous views over Eastwell Park. At this point, with that dial warning ahead, and as you can see from the footpath sign, we need to turn right and do a dogleg through a wood. But at this point also, there's a fantastic view looking back the way I've come. The path now heads across this field. At the other side of the field, we come to this junction and keep straight ahead along the road ahead. There's a view over to the right, the lake at Eastwell Park. And there's the road we're following, which is going to go uphill. Pilgrims Way comes to this junction and then goes ahead through that kissing gate. We're still on North Downs Way as well. Quite an interesting sign. We're on some sort of European path as well as the acorn is, I think, North Downs Way. Anyway, that's the way ahead there. The path now bears left downhill. After crossing a drive, we take this footpath across this field. Now up the main road at Boughton Lees, there's St Christopher's Church, and we now go up this road here, leaving Boughton Lees along, guess what, the Pilgrims Way and the North Downs Way along here. We're heading for Wye Station now. We'll be leaving Pilgrims Way very shortly. This is the point where the North Downs Way divides. The Canterbury Loop goes up there. And the route to Dover via Folkestone, as you can see, goes up there. Now this is where we leave Pilgrims Way, because that also goes up there. So now I'm going to follow the Folkestone branch of North Downs Way for a mile or so to get to Wye railway station. Approaching Wye Station, there's a view over Wye Downs where the Folkestone branch of the North Downs Way goes. Pilgrims Way does not go over Wye Downs, but the views up there are spectacular because I've done it many years ago. Now at Wye Station and the end of today's walk along Pilgrims Way.